Hello, here I have a very nice book on car motor badges and emblems, all sorts. Very interesting. And at one time somebody loaned me a figurehead, and it was this one. They produced in, I think, about 2000 was limited numbers in about the early 1920s. It's the Rover Viking emblem. There are even earlier ones, Rover the dog, but then they went on to shields, and when cars got more modern and more health and safety, they just simply became badges on the front. But in this era they were actual radiator mascots. As I say, they produced about 2000, a limited quantity, and they're still in demand by collectors today. And at the time I was loaned one, and here, if I zoom into him, if it will, that's not bad. Now, does that work? Should do. What if I plug it in? Let's try that. That's it. Let's get it in shot. This is a copy. It's I got loaned one for a very short time, and the agreement was it had to come back to the owner within 24 hours. Well, at the time I had a 3-axis pantograph Hobson Taylor copy mill, and I worked all night copying this, and the idea was this was going to be a master for lost wax process, but the casting company and I fell out. So it never got any further, but I think that's rather nice. Who knows, I might have a go one day, but well, we shall see. But this particular foundry also did grey iron castings, and why we fell out is, at one time, another thing I made was firebacks, and a customer asked for, well, there's a picture of one, of a Welsh theme. Or Wales symbol is a dragon, so I made this fireback of a Welsh dragon, and the dragon I drew on a piece of 3/8 ply and then fret sawed it out, and then I glued it onto a piece of block board and then put an edging all round, smoothed the whole thing together, gave it several coats of red oxide primer, and when rock hard took it to the foundry, local foundry, and said, I want a couple of those please. Well, we agreed on a price, and that I would pay for on collection, and a few weeks later he rang me up and said they're ready for your collection. So I turned up, and there was 2 of them in the foyer office area. So I paid the man, and he helped me put them in the back of my car. And I said, is there any possibility you can let me have a couple of buckets of virgin moulding sand? Yes, mate. I'd already palmed him. And on the way to the moulding area, saw one of these standing up against the wall. I said, what's that? That was a test sample. I said, right, well, I'll take the test sample, and while I'm here I'll take my pattern, please. So much for the man's handshake.